right? And some of you are losing. You are losing because you don't have a routine. You are losing.
The people who go after that stuff, what makes it worth it? It's got to be your passion. You got to love it, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you carry the right information within inside you, nothing else will matter. Nothing else can touch you. You're still going to have your battles. You're still going to have your ups and downs. You're still going to be to a point where you say you're done.
My routine, that's what Warren Buffett said, richest man in the world. I'm in the room with 30 dudes and the richest man in the world, and he talks about his routine, how he has the same routine. And I'm saying if the richest man in the world has a routine, it's not rocket science. Seems like the routine must be the thing to do. Right? And some of you are losing. You are losing because you don't have a routine. You are losing. Listen to me, I know my wife so well that I know how much time I have to spend with her. I know how many days in a row I have to spend with her. She's an only child. It gets to a point where you're getting on her nerve. And now that she has MS, what happens is there's a coating on your nerve that's no longer there. And so you really, when she said you getting on my nerve, like she really means you get on her nerve. I know my wife only needs 2 hours a day. But it's 2 hours, very intentional, deliberate, focused 2 hours. Not on the phone, not watching TV. She needs you right here.
And I'm saying to you, you know why people do what they do? The people who go after that stuff, what makes it worth it? It's got to be your passion. You got to love it, ladies and gentlemen. You got to love it. It's got to be what you are supposed to do. You want to sing, and even though they want to invite you to Carnegie Hall, you're going to sing to anybody that listens to you, including singing to yourself. I used to talk to my plants when nobody else would listen to me. You got to write, even if no one published your book, write, because that was given to you to do. You do what it is you're supposed to. You're supposed to build something. You're supposed to create something. I don't know how to do it. Learn. Do whatever is required. Just go out there. It's possible you can get what you want. It's necessary. If you want it, you got to go into action. You got to be willing to experiment. You got to be willing to fail and to succeed. You got to be willing to form and to develop new relationships. It's you, it's on you. You got to make that happen. Nobody's going to bring it to you on a silver platter and say,
my wife's like, I'm taking my nap. I need you. I'm like, I don't even like to sleep. All right, just hold me, and when I fall asleep, you can get out. And if I hold her 5 times out of 7 days, she's going to say I'm an excellent husband. If I only do it 4, she's like, you're a good husband. If I only do it 3, she's going to call, see, he worked too much, see. What are you guys doing? See, you need to talk to your boy. See, it's getting out of hand now. He's spending too much time on the business and not enough time with his. See, hey, Eve, man, I'm gonna need you to do 2 more days. I'm like, I got it, see. Am I real? Am I telling the truth? I know how many days it's gonna take. And if I only do 3, I know see getting the call. I already know it. I have to text him, see you about to get a call. I'm gonna need you to balance it out now. I know she's right, but give me a little love, all right? All right, so I need this from you guys. Then finally, 6:30 to 8 o'clock, my kids are at the university now, but when they used to be home, breakfast, iron my wife's clothes the last 20 years. I've ironed her uniform. She's a nurse. Last 20 years, right? So listen to me, guys. I'm winning.
Here's your dream manifested. No, it's hard. Yes, it's hard. It's difficult. Yes, right? And it's worth it. People ask, hey, man, these kids, man, it's rough dealing with them. That's right. That's right. You think peer pressure happened overnight? We went through peer pressure. I remember as a kid, some guys said, hey, Les, he had another fellow named Willie Lowe, when we were going home. Hey, man, we're going down to Goulds, man, and knock off a grocery store. I said, look here, I don't want no part of that. I'll see y'all later. I said, y'all chicken. I said, that's all right, you say whatever you want. Low star. I'm not chicken, man, don't call me chicken. Now why don't you come? We didn't even ask you to come into place, man. All you do is just drive the car, that's all. I don't know how to drive that good. Well, we're trying to get Les to come. He's chicken. Hey, I'm not driving nothing, all right? Willie, don't care about what they say, man. Leave him alone. You want to go do it? You find somebody else to drive, or you drive yourself. Come on, Willie, man. Pull him, you stop. I ain't chicken. All I got to do is drive? Yeah. I said, Willie, that sounds simple, man. Don't go, man. He went.
Let me stay here. I can make it from this place. They transferred me anyway. First football game, tore the ligaments in my ankle, out for the season, ended up in a wheelchair. Went back to my parents, will you please transfer me back to one of the lowest performing public schools in the whole state of Georgia? My pastor said, Inky, you really want to go there? He said, son, it's embarrassing. You go back there and you play against an opposing team. You all don't even have water bottles. You drink out of the opposing team's water hose. You want to go back there? He said, son, if I was to go to everybody in your family right now and ask them for $50 or $100, nobody could give it to me. And you really want to go back there? You have a guaranteed scholarship and you're begging to go back to a place where the dropout rate is higher than the graduation rate? Why do you want to go back there? I said, please transfer me back there. I need to go back there. They transferred me back, first football game my junior year, break my collarbone, out for the season. And so the summer heading into my senior year, now everybody is looking at me like, you dumb.
And the next day we read the newspaper where when they robbed the store, when they came out running to a car, the merchant, the man who owned the store, came out just shooting wildly, and he hit the driver in the head. So peer pressure didn't just start in the 90s or the 80s. It's difficult and it's challenging for kids right now. And it's going to take some easy, simple methods to help bring them out of this madness, this insanity? No. Is it hard? Yes. Let's look at what we've been doing. What has worked? What has not worked? Let's look at where we want to go. What is it that we want to produce? What is it that we want to create for our young people? And as we think about that, start experimenting with different methods and techniques to create and to produce that. And begin to believe that it's possible through our commitment, through our vision, through our determination, our relentlessness. Because of our belief, it's possible that we can reduce the teenage homicide rate, the teenage pregnancy rate, the dropout rate, that it's possible looking at what kind of world are they going to be in.
And if you carry the right information within inside you, nothing else will matter. Nothing else can touch you. You're still going to have your battles. You're still going to have your ups and downs. You're still going to be to a point where you say you're done, but you're not done. It's not over. If you're living, you got to keep going. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep pushing. It's all up to you. It's up to you to make a decision about your life. It's up to you to understand that you have the power within yourself and not negativity. If you have people around you that encourage you, stick with them because they see something in you, but you got to see it within yourself. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Don't be afraid to move away from people that you thought had your best interests at heart, but you found out the hard way that they're negative.
You went back to that place, you had a guaranteed scholarship, and you got hurt years back to back, and now no college scouts are coming to see you. And so the summer going into my senior year, we got blessed with a new coach. He came to me, I was done with football. He said, man, please come and work out for me. Just do one workout for me. I said, okay, coach, I'll come out, I'll work out. I ran a 40-yard dash, I did some cone drills. He came up to me after the workout, he said, son, what college do you want to go to? I said, man, I just want to go D1. He said, no, you're not hearing me, son. What college do you want to go to? I said, man, I just want to go D1. He said, after the first couple of games, we'll put together a tape and we'll see what happens. After the first 2 games, I had 9 touchdowns. It was all she wrote from there. But after that season, there was still 2 problems. I wasn't qualified to get into college, and I hadn't passed my Georgia high school graduation test. And so now scouts would come in and they would say, man, you're cute, you're fast, you're quick, you're tough, you can play football, but son, we're not talking about college, we're talking about you graduating high school.
Don't let negativity take you out and destroy your possibilities. What are you afraid of? What's holding you back? What's putting you in a position that you feel that you can't go on? Do you have this mindset of thinking that because fear is in your way that you're supposed to stop moving? Do you believe that fear has more power than you do? Well, let me remind you something about fear. We all have to experience it. You can't run from it, but you can definitely overcome it. If someone tells you that they're not afraid of anything, make no mistake. As long as you are a human being, we are all afraid of something. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's over. That doesn't mean that you have to give in to fear.